On the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network. It's time for the Donna Sports with Don Figarelli from the John Nevada Broadcast Center.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Donna Sports Show. I am your host, Don Figarelli, and I am brought to you by my good friends and my great sponsors, J.D. Muggs and Manor Chicken. Intren, the Intren company coordinates with the Com Edison and the underground cables and so on, and a great company. Loretta Rosenmeyer and Danny are the owners and CEOs of that great company. A new company with me, of course, Gelato d'Oro with Mary and Michael, Fox Bowl in Wheaton, Illinois, Auto Advantage in Addison, Pyramid Sports Bar and Pizzeria, the golf courses of DuPage County, Addison Office Interiors, Highway Safety with Ruben and the old-timers of Leiden High School, Primeric Investments with Mike and David Figarelli, Max Golden Pheasants, a terrific meal, Wayne H. O'Brien. Those are all my great sponsors. If you get a chance, you must go to see those folks. Get in there, tell them you heard the show, and they're all terrific people. Like I say, for your car, we got it all covered. You want to eat something, you go to Pyramid. You want to decorate your office interior, you got Anderson Office Interior. Gelato d'Oro, if you got a taste for gelato. Well, it's 11:20, folks. You know what? 11:20. Now, let me just give you a little story about 11:20. It's my lucky number, and here, maybe it's happened to you. I don't know if not, but you know how you come across a certain time, all right? Now, when I was at Sims, working there in the men's clothing department as a manager and assistant manager, you get into the store at 10 o'clock, right? So you're doing your stuff. You check in and you're checking the inventory and all that, blah, 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 and you're walking, doing some paperwork. Invariably, I'd look at my watch, 11:20. Okay, I didn't think anything of it. Kept going, whatever. The next day, same type of routine. You get in there, I did this. I had to talk to this guy, call that guy. You know, the time, I look at my watch, 11:20. Oh, man, 2 days in a row. Anyway, all right, so the next day goes by, blah, 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 I'm doing my work, get in there at 10, straighten out inventory, and whatever, talk to the managers, a couple of the salespeople. I'm kind of getting, I look at my watch, 11:20. I couldn't believe it. 3 days in a row, 11:20. Now, that's and I noticed lately, or not, whatever, I'm not working at Sims anymore, the store closed, they went bankrupt and so on. Every so often, if I'm at home or whatever, I'll say, gee, I wonder what time it is. I glance at my watch, 11:20. I can't believe it. So that's what it is right now. Okay, 11:20. It's my lucky number. So whenever they say, well, what's your PIN number or whatever, you got a lucky number, it's always 11:20. And it works sometimes. Isn't that? That's cool. I just thought I don't know if you guys have a lucky number, so to speak, and that's why. But it's almost impossible how I could look at my watch at that same time almost every day. All right, hey, folks, we got a big show for you. Of course, we're going to talk to Pom the Big Guy Michael, Wayne H. O'Brien, Big Jack Ryan, and get some news on NASCAR. So stay with us, all right, and listen to these commercials. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. This is Don Figarelli, the Donna Sports. I want to tell you about Gelato d'Oro. Gelateria and Italian Cafe. Wow. Gelato, coffee, panini, desserts. Mary Miranda is the owner-manager. She's a terrific gal. Their phone number is 630-773-1816. All right? And they're located in Addison, Illinois at 1450 West Lake Street, Unit 103 in Addison, Illinois, of course. Now, what a terrific menu, folks. Gelato, drinks, soup, salad, coffee, Italian sodas, panini, pasta, dolce. Oh, man. There must be at least 50, 75 different items. I can't give them all to you, but if you go in there and see Mary or Michael, they'll give you a sample and let you try most of them. Of course, gelato, small cup of coffee. Gelato, only $3. And winter berry tea, only $2.50. Now, these are just part. In those two sections I mentioned, there's at least 7 or 8 different flavors and so on. Soups or salad, you get a soup of the day is only $3.75. Turkey giardiniera, $5. Basil pesto spread turkey provolone. Oh man, my mouth's watering. Your choice of mild or hot giardiniera. Johnny, you got to get in there, buddy. Panini and assorted hot teas, hot cinnamon, spice, orange, organic, espresso coffee. Get this, only $1.60. Espresso macchiato, only $1.90. And there's at least 10 more different lattes and so on. It's a terrific place. Gelato d'Oro, or the Gelateria, an Italian cafe. Mary Miranda is the owner-manager. Michael is also in there. 630-773-1816. You got to get in there. 1450 West Lake Street, Unit 103, right next to Jimmy John's in Addison, Illinois. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Tom, can you hear me?
Am I on?
Yeah. Tommy.
It's been pretty heavy. Yeah, I got about 4 or 5 minutes only because I'm delivering 19 turkeys to some families.
Oh, God bless you. As Santa Claus or just on your own?
No, just as a Kiwanian.
Oh, I see. Yeah, how's that? How are you doing with the Kiwanis, Tommy?
How the what?
Well, good for you.
Pretty good. It's hard to hear you, Don.
All right, turn up that volume, Johnny.
That's better there.
How's that? All right. Listen, Tom, just a couple of things. You were an athlete in your day. You're still kind of active. I know your knee gives you a problem and so on. But anyway, Tommy, Derrick Rose case, is he faking it? Is he serious? Is it his?
Well, you know what? He's got to take it easy and build up his strength.
Uh-huh.
The problem is, the most important part of that season is February and mostly March.
Okay.
Because they'll be near the top,
Yeah. Well,
got to build up his strength, and I don't think he's faking it. You need the stamina, and you just can't go out and you have the fear of what you did twice to your legs,
Yeah, okay. Well,
he's got to get over the psychological part and the physical part.
Uh-huh. Well, like you say, though, in March or April, but then they might say, we're only 2 games out. We should have won those games early in the year. You know what I mean? There's probably both ways to look at it,
Yeah. There is, but would you rather have him healthy and good? I mean, he came in the other day, played a little bit, got 18 points.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it. He is the franchise. If something goes wrong, that's how many millions down the drain.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's either he ought to play or not play is what I say, though, because then the team's waiting for him to do something spectacular, and then he doesn't, and they lose a game,
Well, don't forget, several of those guys are out on the bench and not in the best shape.
Yeah, well, that's true. I wonder if they're not over-medicated, Tommy. With trainers now. Years ago.
He cannot take pain medicine. I heard.
Why? Oh, he can't.
No, physically he's not supposed to. It would react to something.
Well, yeah. Well, what I think too is the press builds them up so much that.
Well. You know how the press is; they just go right after everything.
Yeah, and
I mean, look how they in Jefferson City. Look how they're over there. He get these guys to go on saying, "What? The whole thing. The press is a tough thing."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they just want to sell newspapers. Or want to sell airtime. They could care less about the consequences.
They want to be a hero.
Yeah. Right. All right, Tommy. One more thing now. The Bears going to play Thanksgiving against Detroit. I don't. They won 2 games in a row, but I don't know if that means much. What do you think about
they didn't play anybody tough, though.
Yeah, right. When they play a good team, you could see the difference.
Right, and playing at Detroit's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to see him beat Detroit because that would help out the Packers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, the Pack's going to be there. You know that.
Well, they got to play New England Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Pack beat them, you know. Although I like New England, I like the way they play, you know.
Oh, I do too, but you got to like the way Rodgers plays too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and especially if it's at Green Bay. Yeah, they're due to beat them, I think. All right, Tom, hey, thanks. I know you're on the road, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah, in fact, I'm in front of my first stop to deliver the first 2 turkeys.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Lori.
Okay, you too, and say hi to John too, okay?
I will. Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Tom, the big guy, Michael. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Don Figuarelli here, the Don of Sports. I want to tell you about some very interesting people that I know, a wonderful company that they have, Danny and Loretta Rosenmeyer. It's their 25th anniversary being in business, and in conjunction with ComEd. Okay, they do a lot of work for ComEd. They're bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. Intren, outperforming every day. They're located at 18202 West Union Road in Union, Illinois. 60180. Their website, www.intren.com. That's INTREN. Outperforming every day. Loretta and Danny Rosenmeyer. Loretta is the Chief Executive Officer. Her mobile phone is 815-341-4535. That's Intren. 25th anniversary, bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. A wonderful corporation. Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to the Donna Sports here. On the line with me is Wayne H. O'Brien. The H stands for Hockey and Houses. Hello, Wayne.
Hi there.
Hi, Wayne. How are you, guy?
It's fine.
Wayne, man, I'm dying. No, I'm getting better now. Sorry wasn't on last week, but, Wayne, I've been knocked out for a whole week with bronchitis. I don't know if you ever had that. And, man, it's in your lungs, you know. And
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'm a lot better now. You say it takes 10 days to get out of your system, so I think it's gone.
Italians may be longer, huh?
Yeah. But, Wayne, listen, you played hockey. You're playing hockey now. You're 68, 9. How old are you now? No,
72.
Yeah, that's right.
72.
Yeah, 72. And I see them hockey players, they get their teeth knocked out, they get their head banged in, and the next game they're still playing. You see Derek Rose, he runs, he hits his knee on the floor, and then, oh, gee, I can't play for 2 weeks now. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Do you feel sorry for him or not?
Well, it's like all sports. I didn't see the situation, but it's like all sports. You have prima donnas, and you have take like for instance Hossa. When he gets injured,
yeah,
he's injured. He don't, he's even played injured. So it just depends upon what the problem is.
Well,
I mean, you got knee pads, so I don't know if he pulled a hamstring or what.
Well, you see it in hockey. Them guys get whacked in the mouth. They get 5-10 stitches, and then 10 minutes later, they're back on the ice. If that happens, if that happens to a basketball player or something, he's out for 2 weeks, for heaven's sake. I mean, I don't know. I think the trainers overtrain or something. It seems like it. A little ankle.
No, it's just it's just more and more and more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And the NHL, has dealt with making restrictions on certain hits and all that kind of stuff. But you can't
if the guy still does it, then he gets fined and all that. But that doesn't do anything good for the guy that got slammed into the board.
Yeah, right.
But I don't stiffer fines or. And as far as injuries, there's a lot of guys that play injured.
Yeah,
you
yeah. Right. That's what I say. It seems like in hockey, half of them guys, they got bandages on, and they're still out there playing, with, of course, football's a little different, it's more violent, and so that's why a guy sits out because he can't perform. But in basketball, it's a non-contact sport. And
yeah, it's a contact sport.
Well, supposedly
it is.
Yeah, well, I guess so, but
and the refs don't always catch it either. But yeah, it's you run into somebody, it's last time I knew it's a foul.
Yeah, right. How your Bruins doing here? I'm trying to look up the schedule here. And,
I checked a couple of days ago, and they had 26 points, and the Hawks had 25.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
The Hawks were in second place in their conference, and Boston was in third place under Montreal. And
yeah, well, it's a long season too, so you can't really.
Oh yeah.
Eat with hockey and goes all the way into June, for heaven's sake.
Well, I'm right as far as football, ain't I?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I said the Bears and the Vikings would be fighting for last place, and it looks like the Vikings are winning.
I think so. I don't know who's worse, Of course, the Vikings got their quarterback out, I think, and then, of course, their running back's gone for the year. Peterson's done for the whole year, at the last I heard, So,
Patterson's out?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's what Peterson's out there. Well, he got a year's suspension for something, abuse there.
Yeah, I think even if the Bears win the rest of their games, they won't even be in for a wild card.
You're right. But, like I say, it's a long season, although
the season is half over.
Yeah, right now. For the Bears in the side, yeah, unless they win out, and it would take a miracle to get into the playoffs. Wayne, but of course it's cold out and wintertime. Real estate business slowed down a little bit, or
no, the weather doesn't matter. The holidays do, but the weather doesn't matter.
Okay.
As far as I mean, people are looking for houses. I mean, they know the house has got heat, so they don't, and their cars got heat. So that's really. But between now and Christmas and New Year's, it'll probably be light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little light. You still got that house out in Mokina there that you had a listing out in Mokina, I believe it was.
No, it's Streeter.
Oh, is it? No, I thought. Well, was it? I thought you told me Mokina.
It's 5 acres in Farmette
in Streeter.
Yeah, right. No, I don't have that anymore. The bank has it.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that seemed like a good deal, though. That house you described there, because it was 5 bedrooms and something.
But one of them I got. No. The one I got in Oswego is.
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. It's Oswego. That's what I meant.
It's
sorry.
5 bedroom, 3 bath.
Yeah, that one, Oswego. If it wasn't so far, I'd buy that house.
Yeah, it's just south of where I live.
Yeah, by Montgomery there. Like I say, if it wasn't so far out, I'd put a bid on that house.
Yeah.
All right, Wayne. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. You have a good Thanksgiving, huh? To you and
same to you and Julie too.
And I will. We'll keep in touch, huh, Wayne?
And John and Don and all the rest of them.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye, Wayne.
Bye.
All right, folks. We'll be right back. Hey, this is Don Figuerelli of Don of Sports talking about Wayne Houses O'Brien. For all your real estate needs, call Wayne Houses O'Brien. Yes, the H stands for houses. At 630-235-5880 or visit his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com. That's right, he's a pilot. He'll take a picture of your home from the sky. Whether you're buying or selling, call Wayne at 630-235-5880. He has residential, commercial, and investment properties. He is honest, hardworking, and friendly. Those are all the traits you want in a realtor. He loves hockey and he loves to fly. Again, call Wayne Houses O'Brien at 630-235-5880 or visit him on his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com. Welcome back. On the line with me now is Big Jack Red Ryan. Hello, Jack.
Oh,
Hello, Jackie. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Well, a lot better, Jack. It's been 10 days now since I had bronchitis. They said it takes 10 days to get out of your system. So I think I'm on my way. I'm on my way back. You know.
What did you have?
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis?
Yep, in your lungs.
Oh.
Oh man, I tell you, when I cough, I would see stars. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gone now, you know. So I don't know how the hell I got it. I was fine one day, the next day I'm coughing like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's a thing of the lungs, right?
Huh?
Like an infection of the lungs?
Yeah, right. That's what it was. And
oh, boy.
Yeah, well.
Listen, tell John I'm getting a lot of feedback on my own voice here.
That's his cell phone.
That's your cell phone, Johnny. I mean,
okay.
Jack. Listen, Jack, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Jack, when I opened the show, you know, I talked about lucky numbers, you know. I don't know if you have one.
So listen.
Huh?
You'll be taking care of yourself now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will. I'm watching, well, you know, whatever. If I go out, I make sure my mouth is covered and so on. So
will you be able to squeeze in a little football tomorrow between turkey legs?
Oh yeah. We'll watch the Bears, of course. That'll come on at
bright and early. So.
Yeah, that's good. They'll
the way they're playing, they're just liable to beat Detroit. Upset
Jack,
them.
I think you're dreaming.
They
Jack.
got a short preparation time. If really no preparation time for it, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
maybe you can't think too much. Just play, right?
Yeah, right. Maybe you never know.
What do you think about that, Terry?
But I don't have that much confidence in the Bears anymore, you know.
We'll know in a day or so, right?
Yeah, right. Your Packers. No, you're not. Well, you're not. Hey, what? I lost track of Notre Dame. Where did they play USC yet, or?
No, that's this week.
Yeah, well, that's what I. Oh, okay, that's coming up. Yeah, right.
ABC has that on this week, so.
Yeah, well, this Saturday is it? Must be.
Yeah, the evening game, I guess. No, so.
Oh, Saturday evening. All
they
right.
Probably say they wish they could cancel it now, but too late. Yeah, well, you know what? You know, that's why they play the game. Harry Carey used to say that. Yeah, that's why they play the game, right?
That's right.
Now, it was going to be on paper.
Yeah, that's right. You got to play the game.
Anyway, what about what are the pro games on tomorrow? Do you know? Is Dallas got a game?
Yeah, that should be a fairly good game. We'll watch that one. In between.
They have 3 pro games usually now, don't they?
I think so. Hey, Jack, wait a minute. Let me back up just a little bit. You were a wrestler and you played sports and so on. What do you think about Derrick Rose? Is he half faking it, or I shouldn't say faking it, but yeah, you know.
You're cutting out, Dan. Cutting out.
He what?
Your voice is intermittently cutting out here.
All right. Johnny keeps saying that's your cell phone.
Yeah, that's better. What were you saying, though?
What about Derrick Rose? Is he hurt? Is he not? Should he play? Shouldn't he play? Don't you? Is he over medicated? What do you?
I don't know. He seems like he's always hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, didn't you play? Look at it, with a wrestler, them guys get banged in the mouth and the head. They keep wrestling.
Yeah. Well, let's get something straight. I just dabbled in it. I didn't go into it full time. When the full timers are going 3 to 5 times a week, traveling all the time, and you know.
Yeah, right.
So.
Well, like I
anyway.
say, the media though puts too much emphasis on how great he is, you know. And
that's right. Yeah, right.
The team's waiting for him to score 50 points, 40, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And
don't you think that can be a jinx on a player in any sport?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you're expected to do The only guy who could do that was Michael Jordan, you know.
Yeah, he didn't have any big super expectations, did he, as I remember? They didn't crown him a star originally, did they, or did they?
Well, I think so, yeah. Well, maybe not the first year, but they knew he was good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
he proved that, didn't he?
Yeah, with Derrick Rose, the Stacey King guy on the television, he always, the minute he gets in, he's bigger, he's better, he's stronger than anybody, and you know, he puts too much pressure on the kid, you know, and you can't drive to the basket all the time because them big guys are going to knock the ball away, which they are doing now. They got onto that. They know when he's driving, he's going to try for a layup, and you know, it took away his mystique, so to speak, you know. But I think that they give him too much credit, you know, for what he done. I know it was MVP, but that was a couple of years ago, you know. So I mean, I think they.
How many years has he been with them now? Is this the third season or what?
I think it is third season, is it not?
Yeah,
I think so. But
it's really been some on again, off again thing for him, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? You know, that throws the team off. Julie, my wife said the Bulls play better without him. That's what Julie.
They don't have much practice with him.
Yeah, right. If he's going to sit out, just sit out. That's all. Just say he's not going to play for a week. You know, we're behind, but that's all right. We'll catch up as soon as Derek gets in the game. You know.
Now, not to change the subject back to football, but does anyone know the story of how Thanksgiving football got started in the NFL?
No, I don't know. How did it get started?
Well, it was the owner, the man owned, I can't think of his name. I'm looking it up, trying to look it up now. And if Luffy's listening, I am in front of a computer today. But he owned a radio station in Detroit.
Yeah.
And he bought the Portsmouth Spartans NFL team, Portsmouth, Ohio, and they moved it to Detroit, and named it the Detroit Lions, you know, Detroit Tigers, and they played in Briggs or Tiger Stadium, which was the name was they're using at the time. And he had this radio station, and he had the brainstorm that we're gonna instead of Sunday, we're gonna play Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, and it was the Bears. And everyone said he was crazy, that this was never work, it was a holiday.
Yeah.
And of course, there was no television. This was in the 30s, I believe.
Wow,
30s.
really?
Can't find it. So guess what? The place was packed. And that's why Detroit has the claim on it. You know, we're the original franchise to do this.
Oh,
so
no
always, no matter who else has it, there's always a game in Detroit, too. So.
Oh, I get you. It wasn't Grantland Rice, was it? A guy named Grantland Rice?
No, he was the sports writer, right?
Yeah. He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what his name was, but...
Arch Ward? Wasn't Arch Ward, was it?
Well, I'll tell you what, I can call you back later, see if I find you. How late are you going to be going yet?
Yeah, do that. All right.
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Yeah,
I'll call you in a while.
Thanks a lot, Jack. Talk to you later. All right, bye-bye now. All right, that was Big Jack Red Ryan. All right, folks, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I'd like you to go over to Addison Advantage of Addison, a car care center. Why? Because they have a free inspection for your brakes, your exhaust, your struts, your shaft, ball joints, radiators, water pumps, timing belts, tires, wheel bearing. You realize there are that many things that would be done on a car?
Hey, that's all called preventive maintenance, right?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
You can't be too safe.
Yeah, get in there but if you do need some things, there's a $20 bonus voucher for any service over $250, which that save you $20, and a $5 bonus voucher. I keep saying voucher. $5 off any service over $30. That'd be easy to do. An oil change would be that. You'd get $5 off. They're located at 885 Lake Street in Addison. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. On Saturday from 8 to 3. Give Dominic or Leon a call at 630-543-1397. All right, that's Auto Advantage of Addison, Car Care Center. Great guys. They have best warranty around and the longest warranty around. brakes are $70 off on a brake job with a 4-wheel lifetime warranty. Can you imagine that? And a 1-year warranty on all labor that they do. All work comes with a warranty. So if you need your oil change, you need transmission, you need flush, a front end work, fuel pumps, whatever you could think of on your car, go over to Addison Advantage of Addison at 885 Lake Street in Addison. Call Dominic or Leon, 630-543-1397. Hi, everybody. This is the Donna Sports, Don Figuarelli, telling you about one of our great sponsors, all right? Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar. That's right, Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar. Addison's favorite pizzeria at 236 West Lake Street in Addison. Phone number 630-458-0777. Hot, fast delivery. 2012 Addison's Pizza by the Slice winner. Yes, best thin crust pizza, best sausage pizza, best pizza sauce. Late night delivery. Here's their hours, Sunday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's 10:30. Friday and Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Minimum order $10, delivery charge only $2.50. Menu prices subject to change without notice. Dine in, delivery, carry out, catering. That's Pyramid Sports Bar and Pizzeria. www.pyramidclubaddison.com. Go there. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. With me on the air now is Mr. Donald Ortel and Associates. Donald.
How are you, Don?
Oh, a little better now, Don. You know, I was out for a whole week there. I had bronchitis. I don't know how the hell I got it, and I was fine one day. The next day, I'm knocked out. But I'm back now, though.
Well, it's good that you're just the primed athlete that you are, Don. Otherwise, you'd be down for even more time than what you were.
Well, thanks, Donald. You know, speaking of that, what about Derrick Rose? Have you been kind of following that? You know, he plays for the Bulls, then he doesn't. He's hurt. He's not hurt. Have you got any thoughts along those lines? Should he be playing or just take a whole month off and, let him heal whatever's wrong with him?
Well, you know, from a fan standpoint of view, obviously we'd love to see him play. We're selfish in that respect. From a professional athlete standpoint of view, I really think he wants to play. But he also knows what his body's all about, and he's been public in knowing that, and saying that if he doesn't take care of himself now, who's going to take care of him later?
The average fan, I don't know, Don, they just want to see him play. They want to see the Bulls win. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I agree, I'm no different. I'm an average fan. I want to see him play. I think that he brings a lot, not just to the team, but to the league. But how do you justify, either as a professional athlete or as a fan, how do you justify putting yourself out there if you're not going to be able to give 100%, both physically and mentally? Now, what kind of an uproar do you think your listeners would have, or our fans would have here in Chicago, if Derrick basically, he and his agent made a deal with the Bulls that reduced his contract? I highly doubt that. I think his contract is up, in a couple of years?
Oh, he had a 5-year deal, I think.
Yeah, I highly doubt that if that 5 years was to be tomorrow, that, based on all of his injuries and being injury prone, I highly doubt that the Bears or the Bulls organization will be offering him somewhat of the same contract.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
The bigger question is this: should Derrick Rose be used as a bench player instead of a starter? If Derrick Rose currently only has, quality minutes as opposed to quality quarters, if he only has quality minutes, maybe that's where we should be using him.
Yeah, good point, Donald. Very good. At the beginning of the show, Donald, I talked about, at least for 2 minutes, about your friend Michael and Mary Miranda at Gelato d'Oro.
Oh, the Gelato d'Oro, the best gelato in the world.
Right. Now, but Donald, is it called Gelato dell'Oro, or is it the Galleria? No, not the Galleria.
It's actually, you know how it's actually called Gelato d'Oro.
Right.
It's
okay.
a gelateria.
But on their business card, it says gelateria and restaurant. No, not in restaurant. But
Gelateria and cafe, possibly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What is it? You know, is it both?
His brand, the brand of the organization is called Gelato d'Oro.
Okay.
And that basically in English translates to gold of gelato. Or gelato gold, whichever way you want to say it. But this is a tremendous location he has in West Suburban Addison, just across from the theater. He's just west of CVS on Lake Street in Addison. His gelato is homemade, gluten-free. It truly brings individuals back to Italy, where they might have had gelato before, or gives them a taste of what the authentic gelato might be. If indeed gelato isn't in their palate, they want to order a sandwich, they want to order some Italian food. There's always specials that are on the menu that Michael and Mary can prepare for them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm looking at the menu right now, Donald. And, of course, they got panini and pasta and dolce. What's dolce again? Dolce is cake, is it?
I don't know.
D-O-L-C-E, dolce. It must be a type of cake, right?
I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's...
But I'll tell you what, I know that the Gelato d'Oro is currently becoming one of your favorite places, either for coffee in the morning or gelato in the evening or anything in between. And, you know, once you have his food or once you have his gelato, if it's Gelato d'Oro, you're hooked. You'll anytime you want to have ice cream or anytime you want to go back for an Italian dish, you'll only think of Gelato d'Oro.
Absolutely right, and what great people, I'll tell you.
And quality individuals.
Quality.
They really care. They really care.
And Mary is a beautiful gal, I'll tell you that, Todd. At the mayor's ball, wow, she was really duked up, and
as was a lot of people. Your wife and the mayor's wife, everybody was really on their nines. That's for sure.
She's a knockout, I'll tell you that. But,
she does a lot of work on the Gelato d'Oro Facebook page. I encourage all of your listeners to go to Gelato d'Oro and like their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and other social media. Get to know Michael and Mary, the owners of Gelato d'Oro, through social media. And if ever you're in, I know your program is broadcast worldwide.
Yes.
If ever your listeners are traveling into Chicago, through Chicago, and have a chance to visit the western suburbs, make Gelato d'Oro one of your stops.
Wow, absolutely. Great job, Donald. Thanks an awful lot, Donald, and have a good Thanksgiving now.
Thanks, Don. You too. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you, Donald.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name's Tom Sims. I'm the owner of Foxbowl. We are Foxbowl Training Center and Pro Shop. We set ourselves apart because we emphasize instructions. We have a full-time bowling instructor, Greg Zika. We have instant replay, videotape each bowler. Another program that we have is our Youth Bowling, USA Bowling. It's an 8-week program, after school type of thing. It's 8 weeks for $88 with instructions, and every child gets a free bowling ball, a $75 value. And thank you from Foxbowl.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me again now is Big Jack Red Ryan. Jack, what'd you find out for me?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, Jack.
Yeah.
What'd you find out for me?
I had to follow a few things. You're still fading in and out, so...
Uh-huh. And,
how's
that now? Is that better?
Much better.
Oh, good.
Much better.
All right. What'd you find out for me?
Well, the Portsmouth Spartans were an independent pro team. They got a lot of talent from former semi-pro and NFL teams that had folded, and they played independently in 1929.
Wow.
In 1930, they were offered a membership, a franchise in the NFL, and they had a lot of success in the NFL originally, but they never were able to, get much support because Portsmouth was the second smallest NFL city.
Portsmouth, where? Portsmouth, Maine? Where's Portsmouth?
Portsmouth, Ohio.
Huh? Oh, yeah, Portsmouth.
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, one interesting thing happened when they were still in Portsmouth, the franchise. At the end of the 32 season, they were tied for first place in the league with the Bears, and that prompted what in retrospect became known as the first NFL playoff game.
Oh, yeah?
The game that was played here in Chicago, inside the Chicago Stadium.
That's
See, there was no such structure before as a playoff or even a schedule.
Yeah.
So it was very important in the history of the NFL. So anyway, it was in 1934. A group was led by radio executive George Richards, owner of the powerful WJR radio in Detroit, purchased the Spartans.
Yeah.
Moved them there, renamed them the Lions.
Oh, that's how it got started.
So far, I'm unable to figure out find out information about when the first. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Lions were able to play Thanksgiving Day their first season in Detroit. So it was 1934. It goes back to. That was the Bears.
And they played the Bears. Who won the game? Who won the game?
Boy, you're a tough taskmaster. I don't know.
It didn't say who won. It didn't say.
It was the Bears and the Lions.
Yeah.
And probably a bear. A bear's probably tougher than a lion, right?
Well, I would. That might be.
Maybe a list there.
Yeah, the Bears probably won because they were unbeatable back then, you know.
Yeah, they were. In those days, you're right. That was probably them.
Yeah.
I think it probably was.
Mm-hmm.
But Thanksgiving has been a big day. I remember we used to play when we had the kids' team. We always played a turkey. Now, we didn't always play, but there were Turkey Bowl, by the way. You know, you play somebody, and we played our little school, played like the St. Rita grade school.
Yeah,
St.
right.
Rita we had.
Yeah, you're right.
They had to use the St. Rita Stadium for the day for that. It was a big deal. Of course, there were about 3 or 4 games, one after another.
Right.
And
yeah,
that was a big deal for the kids. That was the end of the end of the season for them anyway. Actually, it was past the regular season. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember at Oak Park High School, every Thanksgiving they'd have a turkey bowl. I think they called it. You know, and then the guys would show up, whatever, old timers, new guys. You know, but it was kind of a tradition. But then, it faded away. You know, although they might still play somewhere. You know.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, maybe. But on Turkey Day, I do a turkey walk or a run in Addison, Jack. They have a turkey trot.
Are you going to take a pass on it this year?
Huh?
Are you going to take a pass on it?
No, I'm going to do it.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I'm going to walk. I'm not going to run.
Well, that's just once you drive.
I'm going to get in with my... it's
play it safe and drive this year.
Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm going to get in it with my daughter and her 2 kids. So, we'll walk around. They give you a goodie bag and so on.
How far?
No, I'm going to do a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's far enough. If I felt better, I mean, I just got over having bronchitis for I'd run, but I'll walk it. You know, I don't want to overdo it. But I'll walk a mile. You got to predict your time, so I figured I'd do it in about 16 minutes, something like that. You know, a mile.
I remember years ago. I believe it or not, I was a cross country guy one time. They couldn't cut you from the team. All you do is stay with it. They actually scored in a meet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they score a cross country meet.
Yeah. No.
The same way you do golf. The lower score wins.
Yeah.
First is 1, second is 2, third place is 3, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I actually came in 5th on our team one time, so I scored. But anyway, I remember Daily News used to sponsor what they call the Turkey Trot on Thanksgiving Day for those cross-country runners in the Public League, Catholic League, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, back when? Back in the 40s, 50s?
Back when there was a Daily News.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that went out of business in the 70s or so, did it? 80s?
Yes, it did. I have an interesting story about that, but I can tell that some other time.
All right.
Those are related to sports.
All right, Jack, listen, you have a good Thanksgiving, buddy, to say hi to your...
Happy Thanksgiving for you and yours, and say hello to everybody from me.
I sure will. You give your family my best, will you?
Your best what?
My best wishes, all right, Jack?
So long. Have a good one.
All right, thanks, Jack. Bye-bye now. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Hi, everybody.
Folks, if you get a chance, get over to J.D. Muggs Bar and Grill, located at 437 North Addison Road in Addison, Illinois. 33 different kinds of beer. Can you imagine that? It's the home of the He-Man Burger, and baby, that is a He-Man Burger. Wait till you see the size of that burger. Chicken Caesar salad, which is one of my favorites. It's a friendly atmosphere. There's karaoke on Wednesday night and a great DJ on Fridays. Call Dean at 630-833-2570.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my good friend, Jeff, Mr. Bowling Trusco. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Don.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I understand you were ill.
Oh, man. Yeah, you could call it that. I had bronchitis, Jeff. And I'll tell you, all I could do was sleep for 4 or 5 days in a row. I could barely get up, go to the washroom, go back to bed.
Well, sometimes that's exactly what you need. Just allow yourself that time to relax. Don't worry about having to do this or having to go there. Just allow your body to catch up with the sleep or rest that it really needs.
Yeah, I really didn't think I needed that much, but evidently I did, Jeff, because it went on for like 4 days, But evidently my body was telling me, well, you just got to rest, you got to sleep, But I did have a tremendous cough, though, that I know I had. And I finally went to the doctor, and I got some antibiotics. And because I knew something, I couldn't cough that much. I coughed so hard I could see stars,
Uh-huh.
And I just was completely out of it for 3 or 4 days. Now I'm in the 10th day. They say it takes 10 days to get through your system. So I am feeling a little better, but you could probably hear a little bit in my throat still. But I'm on my way back.
Well,
But Jeff, I just have to ask you. I wonder if you, with all your injuries and so on, with bowling, do you sympathize with Derek Rose as far as he wants to play and he doesn't want to play? It's like you with your knee. Should you play? Should you not play? Do you have any sympathy for him?
Honestly, no, I don't.
Why not?
He's getting paid millions of dollars, and it seems that he is taking this position where, okay, I'm injured, and I'm not going to play. I'm not going to help my teammates because I'm thinking about what's going to happen 20 years from now. I remember that statement being made on the news or something.
Yeah,
what do you care about 20 years? You don't even know what's going to be happening in 20 years. You don't know what you're going to be doing.
Right.
The thing of it is, I think it was last year or the year before when he had that first serious injury, he was given the okay, I think, by the medical people to play.
Yeah.
And when I think there were 2 months left in the season, and he decided not to. Hey, your team needed you.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the playoffs. They needed you. If you were given the okay, you should have been out there. But I don't care for this individual. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just milking whatever injury he's claiming to have, and he's getting his millions regardless. So I just don't believe him.
Yeah, John DeVita's shaking his head. Yeah, right, Johnny. You agree? Same way. Yeah, he should. Yeah, he's just milking it. I don't. Yeah, you'd hate to think that, but maybe he is. But people want to see him play, and they want to win. They don't, like you say, 20 years from now, who knows,
But apparently he doesn't love the game as much as he may claim. Michael Jordan played, for God's sake, when he was seriously ill.
Yeah.
Remember, I think it was that championship series against Utah.
Yeah.
And Michael was very, very sick, and yet he was still out there playing, helping his team, and Scottie Pippen helped him walk off the court because Michael was so fatigued and everything. And this guy, I'm sorry, I wouldn't want him.
Something, if the news media would stop talking about him and start talking about something else and somebody else, maybe that would give him a message.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
I guess they don't want to offend him.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem with so many things in society. We don't want to offend anybody, so let them walk all over us. Let them take advantage of us.
Yeah, right.
But don't get me started on politics and things.
All right, let's get started on bowling. What happened Thursday?
Okay, our opponents were J.D. Muggs.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Good
we
people.
Had a record of 73.5 and 76.5, and they were 4 points behind us in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
We were in 6th place. They were in 7th place. Now, strangely, a rarity, our opponent spotted us 7 marks.
Wow, that's unusual.
It is unusual, but here's the thing. Our highest average bowler currently is Matt Quaranta with a 189 average,
mm-hmm.
and J.D. Muggs had Brooks Robinson, who is averaging 201.
Wow.
Joe Cruzo with a 210, a 197 by Frank on their team,
mm-hmm.
and that's why they had to spot us that many. And the game was close.
Mm-hmm.
They finally they tied us. In the first game, they tied us in the 8th frame.
Wow.
And we were 2 marks down going into the 10th frame.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jean was leading off, and she got a strike in the first ball in the 10th. Mike fouled with a first strike in the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I turkeyed out in the 10th. And
wow,
this is the first time, I think, in 2 months that I've had 3 strikes together. and Matt finished the game with 6 strikes in a row.
Wow.
He had a 239, and we pulled this game out by 18 pins.
Wow, terrific.
Yeah, it was exciting for us to be able to do that. And that was despite the fact that Joe Cruzo had a 236 his first game, but Matt beat him by 3 pins, so that was a big help. Now, the second game. We had a 2-mark lead going into the 10th frame.
Mm-hmm.
And Pete came back with a tremendous 244 game.
Wow.
Yeah, he put 4 strikes together in the middle of the game, and then he turkeyed in the 9th and 10th frame. He winds up with a big 244, and we needed that because Joe Cruzo, the anchor man on J.D. Muggs, he started, I think it was with the first 7 strikes in a row.
Oh, boy.
Winds up with a 279.
Really?
Yeah. Their middleman, Frank, has a 221, and we did win that game by 32 pins.
Wow, wait a minute now. Turkeyed out in the 10th. Did we win the Team 300?
No.
Why not?
No, we didn't. Well, there was one, let me see here. I think it was the, I'm looking back here. Hang on a second. Let's see.
Because you have to have a guy
it was the 8th frame where nobody got a strike, and Matt had gotten a 9 count, but the rest of us got 7 counts in the 9th in the 8th frame, and that was in the second game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the first game, it was the 6th frame, where we had 3 9 counts. So we did need that one more strike somewhere in that frame, but we failed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that went by the wayside.
All right. Go on to the next game.
But like I says, we had won the second game by 32 pins.
Mm-hmm.
And the third game, Brooks Robinson came up with a 223, and he winds up with a 622 series.
Wow.
Joe was unstoppable for J.D. Muggs. I mean, he was putting the ball. None of his strikes were cheap. I don't remember him even getting stopped by a solid 10-pin.
Really?
He was putting the ball in there. His third game was a 235, and he winds up with a big 750 series.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave it a shot. And we were trailing by 2 marks going into the 10th frame of the third game.
Mm-hmm.
Jeannie rolled a bad ball. She left a 5-pin washout, which she did not convert.
Mm-hmm.
Mike got a strike and a spare. I ended this game with a 5-bagger.
Wow.
For
good
my
for
first 200 of the season, and it's almost season's half over almost, and it's my first 200 game.
Well, maybe you're coming back now.
Maybe. I think I might go out and roll a few games of practice this afternoon.
All right.
We'll see.
Good
for
you.
I wound up with a 207, and Pete fell off that the last game, though. He only had a 150, and we wound up losing the third game by 28 pins, and that was due to the sixth frame. We only had one really bad frame, and that was it, where there was one railroad and 3 missed easy spares. And we lost the game by 28 pins, but we did win the series by 22 pins. So the Donna Sports does take 18 points out of 30.
Oh, good.
And this next week, we bowl position round. It is the end of the second quarter, and we could be bowling J.D. Muggs again. Don't know.
Right, yeah.
Because it depends on what the other teams have done.
Okay, all right. I don't know, Jeff. I might bowl, I might not. Hopefully Mike could bowl. You know, how did Mike do, by the way?
Okay, Matt was high with a 619 for us, and Mike and Pete had a 572 apiece. And I came up with a 548, and Jeannie was under her average. No, she was just a little bit above her average. So maybe it's the chance that it 2 quarters are over with. Of course, we don't have a chance to finish in first place this quarter. And the leaders, as of not counting last week in our division, were Prestige with a record of 97 and 53, and in the other division, Donkey Punch had a record of 95 and 55. So those are the leaders for this quarter, and we got 2 more quarters where we can hopefully rebound and start winning 23, 24 points every week, and who knows, we might get up there.
All right.
And despite the fact that we've been under average for the season, I never forgot, you can never give up, because years ago, when I used to bowl at Miami Bowl, there was a team that was really one of the worst teams in the league. They were down at the bottom for the first half of the season, and then in the second half of the season, they were putting it all together, and they wound up winning the second half, and due to that momentum, they wound up winning the championship. So, but the next year, they were back down on the bottom. So really, it only takes, one half of the season to do really well, or maybe 1 quarter where you can, as for us, we can get into the playoffs and maybe do well during the 3 rounds of playoffs here. But so you can't lose faith.
No.
Despite the fact that, like I said, we've all been rolling under average, there's still time for us to do something fantastic and get back up there.
All right, maybe next quarter. All right, Jeff. Hey, thanks an awful lot, Jeff. You have a good Thanksgiving, okay?
Thank you, and the best to you and Joe.
All right. Take care, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Take it. Bye-bye now. All right, folks, we'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. The Donna Sports here. Hey, you guys, it's time to get out and golf. The DuPage County Forest Preserve courses are open. Maple Meadows at 272 Addison Road in Wooddale. It's a links-type course that is in great shape and no trees to hit. That's what a links-type course is, not many trees. Oak Meadows at 900 North Wooddale Road in Addison is a traditional course with trees, beautiful flowers, and not many sand traps. And the price is reasonable. And get this, it has the longest bar in DuPage County for the 19th hole. And Green Meadows on 63rd and Westmont, a shorter course that is in great shape also. All of these courses are waiting for you at reasonable prices. Call Oak Meadows at 630-595-0071 and make your tee time.
America is one of the largest financial services marketing organizations in the nation, with approximately 95,000 licensed independent representatives. Primerica is an industry leader in financial services. I'm Mike Figarelli, an independent representative and senior vice president in the Bensonville area, and the company's goal is to help ordinary families prepare for their financial futures. We've shown many local families how to do just that, and we are prepared to grow locally by providing people with financial solutions as well as a great business opportunity. As an independent representative with Primerica, you can build a business of your own, part-time or full-time. To learn more about the Primerica business opportunity, call me, Mike Figarelli, at 630-860-0033. Again, that's 630-860-0033.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Let me just finish up the show here with a couple of Christmas jokes from my American Legion buddies. Send me a magazine once a month, all right? I just thought I'd read it. Some are for Christmas, some aren't, all right? But let's start it out with this one. A father asked his little girl what she wanted for Christmas. She told him that what she wanted more than anything else was a baby brother. The next winter, as that baby brother cooed and babbled in the next room, the girl's father asked her what she wanted this year. Well, she said, if it's not too uncomfortable for Mommy, I'd like a pony. You get that one, Johnny? All right. Santa Claus goes down so many chimneys that I hear he's thinking of getting a yearly flu shot. Oh, brother. Corny but funny, right? Christmas is special, all right. What other time of the year do you sit in front of a dead tree and eat candy out of your socks? Oh, brother. All right. A judge asked a defendant, have I seen you somewhere before? You have, Your Honor, the defendant replied. I gave your daughter singing lessons. Oh, that's right, 30 years. Oh, gee. That wraps it up, folks. I got a couple more, but I'll read them to you next time, all right? All right, you have a good Thanksgiving, everybody, and thanks to all my callers and my sponsors. We'll talk to you next time. Take care now.
Y'all ready for this?
You have been listening to the Donna Sports with Don Figuarelli from the John DeVita Broadcast Center on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network. And remember to watch the Don of Sports with Don Figuarelli every Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. on Comcast Cable Channel number 19. The Don of Sports was directed by John DeVita. Our audio engineer is James Rohde. Radio station manager is Kevin Zeflick. And the executive producer of Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network is Mr. John Shikanda. This program was pre-recorded on Wednesday, November the 26th, the year 2014. Until next time, be safe and thanks for listening.